Hey guys, here we are 1 hour into the London session. Just want to remind you these videos I make are for informational purposes only. For educational purposes, I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades I do. You can if you want to, but it's up to you to manage your own account. I don't give signals. Okay, let's go over and have a look at the main chart for today. There we go. Fully loaded. Let me check YouTube, make sure I'm live on YouTube. Should have done that already. And we are live. And there's Alex already. Hey, you first one in. You must sit on the computer all day long. There's Raj. Hey guys. Let me just turn off the music. So that's not distracting. Yeah, the webinar was great. Good. Sorry about that, guys. And actually, that's a weekly webinar that I attend. And so that will happen every Thursday. And that conflicts with the opening, the London opening. But anyway, here we are on the 30th of July, 2 more days in this month. And usually towards the end of the month, we see a lot of profit taking. So be aware of that, guys, particularly on the last day, which is tomorrow. We might see a lot of profit taking. You usually see that on gold. So what are we looking at here on the XAUSD 10-minute time frame? As usual, I have the Asian session all blocked off in gray, and we had a high of 4,100. That was our high today. And then we had a low of, so far, 4,028. So about a $72 difference between the high and the low. And it's been going down all day. And Alex loves the Japanese market, the Tokyo session. Sometimes when they go, boy, they really get going, eh? I missed all of this morning because I'm working with some other things, but that's okay. I'm not. That's okay. There'll be other opportunities maybe later today or in the New York session. Let's see quickly what Nasdaq is doing, and the same sort of movement. I need to adjust my trend lines. There we go. Nasdaq also making a drop during this Tokyo session. What's oil doing? Oil's not doing very much. Oh, it is actually. Yeah. Okay. They started shooting at each other again. So the price of oil is going up again. And what's the DXY doing? A little bit of pressure on gold in this London session, perhaps. You can go back to to move up already. Get rid of that one indicator there, which I don't look at too often. And yeah, we're getting this is 1 hour after London open, and that's usually when they really start to make their moves. And then they get started. I don't know why that is, but now we're moving up. We've closed above our 8 EMA. The stochastic is pointing up, so we're likely to see some higher prices. Might get some resistance here around the pivot point. We had that over here earlier today. So we might get some resistance here, or if it breaks above that, then it will keep going. Maybe back up to 4,100. And you've been a busy boy today, Alex. Yeah, congratulations. Very nice. Well done. And that was a perfect setup according to the trend line strategy. My trend line would have been right over in here, and then it would have broke here. I would have taken the short trade on that candle there at 4074. That's where you took the trade. You posted in Telegram. You took it at 4074. So that was a perfect trade according to the trend line strategy. It breaks below, closes below, you go short and ride that all the way down. 4074 down to 4028. Yeah. As I said, I was doing some other things this morning, so I didn't catch that trade. That's okay. Good job, Alex. And we got our previous day low at just below 4,000 at 39.95, and then our previous day high at 41.16. And that's, remember, that's very close to the number I've been talking about, 41.18. It nearly touched that. And that's been a very key level for the last couple of weeks, 41.18. You are spot on, Raj. Alex's trades today deserves a round of applause. Well done, my friend. Well done. Yeah, well, it was perfect according to the strategy. Alex, you're right, but sometimes I just have a lot of things going on. I've been spending a lot of time working with AI and getting that set up with my VPS, my MT5, and doing analysis, lots of different things going on. So sometimes I cannot always take a trade when it's there. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to reduce the number of distractions that I have because there's really money to be made right now. We're seeing a lot of really good trade setups. So I'm going to try and reduce that next month, starting on Monday. Let's go back and look at the yesterday. And what in the world? Look at this. This is this is when they announced the interest rate. This is the FOMC, exactly when it started, right there on that candle. And if you put a line across there, let's put a line right there. Look at that. It went up the first hour. For 1 hour, it went up, and it made a high of 41.16, almost 41.18. And then the next hour, it came exactly to where it was before the news was released. Exactly. Not close, exactly. Unbelievable. And I was sound asleep during this time, so but Alex was awake and he was trading that too and did well on that trade as well. Isn't that something though? A knee-jerk reaction. Boom, boom. Wow. And then the close of the New York session, they started to push it up a little bit, and then the opening today, but then Tokyo started pushing it down. So isn't that amazing to see? Just incredible. Exactly at the price where it was when it opened, and in the second hour, it came right back to where it was when it started. Long NQ to 75. Let's have a look at NQ. Long NQ to 75. What do you mean by 75? Give me the full price, Raj. Your long NQ to 75. You mean 750? Way up here? What do you mean 75? Your long to up here? 475. Oh, okay. Gotcha. long to 475, and that's just above the pivot point. That'd be right about there. Okay. Hmm. Just stand by. I'm going to have a look at my MT5 on. Okay. I just went along with you on that. And my take profit is at 390. I'll move that a little bit. Well, I think I'm back now. I don't know what have I just lost my internet. Completely gone. Unbelievable. Everybody's still chatting in here. Maybe stream crashed. Yeah, no screen, no voice. Trade looks good. Previous day high, almost 27.9. Well, I'm glad you guys are chatting. That's okay. I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I back? Oh, goodness. Yeah, but okay. So with all of that, I went to my phone. I actually placed the order, but then I dropped the internet on with you guys. So I went to my phone. I closed the order because I didn't have it set yet. I didn't have the stop loss and the take profit set yet. So I actually closed this trade, and I could re-enter the trade, but I'm looking at it now. It's coming back down, and we've got, and like Raj said, it's a counter trend trade, and we've got pretty strong resistance here. Back over in here, support, resistance, resistance there. Couldn't go any higher there. So I don't think I'll re-enter that trade. I got out with $40 during the internet crash. I got out with $40, and I was considering to re-enter, but I'm not so sure now that I want. Oh boy. So yeah, I think I'm back now, and we're still on the Nasdaq chart. So Roger, you got out of that trade. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it didn't look too tasty to me anymore. Once it hit this kind of resistance level here, it started to turn back, and now it's looks like it's kind of done all it's going to do. And as you said, that's a counter trend trade. Nasdaq is definitely bearish now, and we're likely to see lower prices. And Alex has jumped in on a buy trade. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about the internet. It's monsoon season here, and we've been getting hammered with thunderstorms and everything the last few days. Read the trend line. Let me just put this up here now that that candle's done. Okay, that's what we're looking at now. Maybe retest this trend line, perhaps. I don't know. Not much going on there. Let's go back to gold. Anyway, I made $40 in all of that mess. So gold is falling down now. Oil. So what I was going to say to you guys when we were over here, we were looking at this. All week long we've been waiting on for more than a week. A long time we've been waiting on this FOMC. Are they going to raise the interest rates or lower the interest rates? And as you know, as I said already, it started here, it closed here. So basically, now we just forget about all that. Now we're back to where we were. We get back to what we were doing, and we let the price tell us what it's doing, and then we trade accordingly. That news is all done and finished. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there, Alex. That bullish momentum is done. I think so. Look at that big drop yesterday, and big drop the day before, and a big drop the day before. Is definitely look at that. Whoa, going back 4 or 5 days. It's in correction mode. That's what we're seeing with the Nasdaq. It's in correction mode. But now we don't have to talk about any more news, any big news. We just go back to what we were doing and make some money. Now gold is starting to come up a little bit. Hey, I go. How's it going over there in Italy? Has your dad had the surgery, by the way? I hope he's okay. You didn't tell me much detail about that, but I hope he's okay. Oh, you're in Croatia now. Wow, you lucky son of a gun. Oh man, yeah, those photos you sent me were just amazing. What a beautiful place that is. Alex Ago is from Italy. That's his home, but he's now having a week or two off in Croatia, which is very. So you entered that trade again, did you, Raj? Okay. I'm not game to do that right now. I'm going to wait for the New York session. As you said, this is counter trade, just scalping, and I'm not focused enough to do any scalping just yet, just at the moment. London manipulation upside. Yeah, okay. A lot of that manipulation going on. Just remember that this is the end of the month, and we see a lot of profit taking on various assets at the end of the month, especially gold. Yeah, I would be careful with this. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of consolidation here, and maybe continue up, or maybe bounce off of this trend line and fall back down. So we had a big long run here, and what you see on a counter trend trade, you get one green candle, one green candle, one green candle, one green candle, but the overall trend is down, and then you get a little bit of a pullback, and now it's turning. Yeah, you're getting lower lows now, lower highs. Wouldn't be going long on this. That's just me. Maybe you know something I Tokyo High. Yeah, maybe we'll come up here and with gold. Maybe we'll come up and take out this Asia High. Let's see. And the Tokyo High is right about in here. This was before the markets really opened. This is New Zealand over here. I don't know where all those buyers were coming from. So that's our Tokyo High. And then have we got another level there? Yep, maybe right there. Another level in there. Yeah. Of course, these are just zones, but you see it's come up to that level, come up to that level, and fall back down. And oil is doing what? Oil's starting to go back up. And our stochastic is starting to point down. Oh, NASDAQ Tokyo High. Okay. But we look at the Tokyo High on gold also. Tokyo High. Okay. Right there at about 27,538, roundabout in there. Yeah, both look similar. Hey, sometimes the NASDAQ and the gold look very, very similar. Very similar. And what are we getting now, eh? Lower highs, lower highs, lower lows. I think the bullish move has gone. I wouldn't be going long on that. And here we go. We go. We're going to come back down some more. And you're bouncing off of this trend line. It's been a good short right here. Anywhere on this candle. Okay, mostly for those of you that watch the replay, be sure to drop a like on the video. It does help. And of course, I appreciate it. I know you guys are regular. You do that anyway. And I'm going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate you being here. Sorry for all the internet interruptions. Thanks for all the chats. I'll chat with you in Telegram. I got to get away and get something to eat. I haven't had breakfast or lunch today. Too many distractions. So have a great day wherever you are, and post your trades in Telegram, and I'll chat with you there.